Hey, what's up, vinyl community? This is G Banger here. This is my first video. Um, I'd like to make a shout out to a few people before I start. I'll have an update of some vinyl that I've received in the post over the last 7 to 8 weeks that I'd like to share with you today. It's all mainly goth rock and post punk and a little bit of synth, 80s synthy pop sort of stuff thrown in for good measure. I'd like to make a shout out to a few people here. Firstly, Hannah from the Yamaha Introvert, who I commented on a few of her videos asking if she would post certain content, as in maybe a singles update, and she said she encouraged me to start doing my own videos. So thank you for your encouragement. We'll see how we go with this. Also, a shout out to Dwayne on the Lazarus channel. I know you like your post punk and your goth rock, man. But I will be posting. I know you're a metalhead as well, man. I will be posting some metal stuff in the future. From what I've already got existing in my collection as well. So, also, last but not least, I'd like to make a shout out to my mate Joe, aka ATAC. He has a channel called under that name ATAC. He's done some good vinyl reviews and vinyl updates as well. So feel free to check out his channel as well. Without further ado, I'll start with the 12-inch records. And the first one is a 12-inch by an English goth rock group called Skeletal Family. This is a 12-inch single for She Cries Alone, and this being their most revered track. Next is an 80s, I guess you could call it early high energy synth pop kind of style. This is a group called Trans X. This is the 12-inch for the song Living on Video, which they did a few different versions of this. They did the original. This is the original 83 version of the long version. They also did a 7-inch version, and they also did a 7-inch version and a 12-inch version of the 85 Big Mix as well. So I think there's about 4 or 5 different versions of that single. Next, we have a group from Germany. They're like a goth wave band from Germany. This album only came out a couple of years ago. A band called DIAF, or Die in a Fire. This I ordered from their Bandcamp from Germany, and this one comes on a nice black and red splatter vinyl. You can see that there. Very nice indeed. Awesome record. If you're interested, check out their videos on YouTube. Really cool stuff if you like dark wave goth style music. They also these vinyls were only released in 300 copies. They've probably got a few of them left, but if you're interested, I'd jump in pretty quick because I don't think they'll be around for much longer. The next one is a bootleg. This one is The Garden of Delight by Sisters of Mercy. This one is a bootleg of demos and outtakes from 84. And it's on this nice orange and black marbled vinyl. And it does come with an insert with that picture on the front and also the song titles. Pretty cool bootleg. Didn't cost me a lot of money either. It was pretty cheap. I mean, delivered it was $35 Australian or something. So definitely one of the cheaper bootlegs I bought, because as we all know, with bootlegs they can be quite pricey. Okay, the next one is, this is a 2021 re-release of Rosetta Stone Adrenaline. I guess you could say this was a best of their early years. Very much akin to the Sisters of Mercy, Some Girls Wander by Mistake release. Just like a compilation of early singles and B-sides and stuff like that. But this one's rather nice. This is on a very nice translucent green vinyl. See that in the light there. Very nice indeed. It sounds awesome. I mean, to me, a lot of people don't like re-releases. From my experience with re-releases, there are only a handful out of quite a lot that maybe sound a bit questionable, but that's mainly with the metal stuff that I've collected, not so much with this kind of stuff anyway, to be honest. Well, that's that for the 12-inch records. Now I'd like to show you the 7-inch singles that I have acquired over the last 7 to 8 weeks as well. I got these also in the mail. As an Australian buyer, buying a lot of stuff from the UK, I'm more it's more worth my while to look at buying multiple things from the one seller to save on postage, because postage to Australia from the US and the UK can be pretty high. So sometimes the postage costs more than the record, and when you're looking at that, you might as well make it worth your while. So I always check the sellers to see if they've got other stuff I want before just committing to buy one thing. If I can buy some other stuff off them and make it more worth my while to pay for the postage, then I will do so. The first one is a single by The Mission. This is Severina, back with Tomorrow Never Knows, which is their take on an old Beatles song, which is actually very cool. Next is another Mission single, which is Wasteland, back with Shelter from the Storm, which is a live recording. Again, more Mission with Butterfly on a Wheel, and The Grip of Disease is on the B side of this particular single. These are all UK pressings, by the way. The next one is Anti-Nowhere League, Streets of London single, backed with So What. And if any of you are interested and haven't heard any of these songs before, and look on YouTube to check them out, please discretion advisory on the lyrical content of the song So What. If you're easily offended, then don't listen to that song, okay? Next up, we have Susie and the Banshees with Spellbound, 7-inch. This would Follow the Sun as a B-side. This is just in a generic white die-cut sleeve. Same with this one as well. Cities in Dust, Susie and the Banshees, backed with an Execution. Just no picture covers on some of these. I'm not complaining. I'm a DJ. I mainly use them for that purpose. All I mainly care about is that the records play good and that they sound okay. Covers are not really something I worry too much about. If I get one with the picture cover, it's just a bonus. But these were pretty cheap, so I'm not complaining. Next one is a single from the Dance Society, and this is Hold On To What You've Got, backed with Dance Move. So yeah, very cool UK goth rock group. Next, what we have is the Smiths with Sheila Take a Bow, back with Is It Really So Strange? Now, for those of you know the Smiths, their singles can go for quite a lot of money. This was cheap because, for one, it's not in a picture cover. For two, it's also got a split on the label. The label's come apart, a quarter of it's come apart from the rest of the label, and it's gone out into the run-out groove of the record, as if I take it out, you can see. But it doesn't actually affect the play. This record still plays very, very good. I'm not really bothered, as I said, mainly for DJing purpose and just collection. Yeah. Next one is Public Image Limited with Flowers of Romance. That's nice picture cover on that one as well. UK Press. The March Violets with Deep. And El Dorado on the B side. Now this is a Susie and the Banshees single that does have a picture cover. This one's Christine. So that one's and this one is backed by Eve White, Eve Black. That one. And moving right along, I've got quite a few of these singles actually. This next one is Sex Gang Children. Into the Abyss. This is actually not a very common single at all. It's actually quite rare. I got it for a good price. I'm not complaining. I got it from a seller that was selling quite a lot of this stuff, so I made it worth my while and got a few in the same package from this particular seller. So yeah, very good. Next, I have Susie and the Banshees Candyman, backed by Wonderland, which is very cool and in very nice condition, both record and cover. Again, I didn't pay a lot of money for this at all. These were all pretty well good priced. The most expensive items, I would say, would probably be the 12 inches, the Skeletal Family and the Trans X 12 inches. They were a bit pricey, but they were ones I really wanted and I had to have them. So as we do when we want something bad enough, we will pay the money. Next is a single by a New Zealand new wave group called Split Ends. This is a single for Poor Boy, and it's got Missing Person on the B side. This particular single got a lot of airplay here in Australia, but it never got an Australian release on a single. This is a UK pressing, and this was the only country that this single was pressed in. Because weird, because you'd think Australian band, New Zealand band, it'd get a New Zealand and an Australian release, but no. No, probably reason for that is this is more synthy new wave stuff, where a lot of their other stuff is kind of more post-punk sounding, I guess. So I guess they figured this would appeal to UK audiences more than New Zealand and Australian audiences, hence why it never got released here. Next, we have a single, a double 7-inch release single by Gene Loves Jezebel, The Motion of Love. And the tracks on here is Motion of Love, A Fresh Slice as the B-side on the first single. The second single is Bugs Bruises on the A side, and Vagabond, A New Adventure on the B side. So yeah, so some of these post-punk bands and goth bands release these double 7-inch releases. The Jesus and Mary Chain were another one that did it. Echo and the Bunnymen were another group that like to do things like that. I don't know why. It's pretty cool, you know. You're getting, I guess it's like 2 for the price of 1 in the day, single, to appeal to, I'll buy that because I'm getting 2 for the price of 1. This one was one of those 7 inches that cost me a little bit of money. Didn't cost me as much as what I had seen it go for. But this is the Smiths with How Soon Is Now, which is one of their more well-known tracks. This is a UK press, and this one has the DJ issue with the large centre hole. So yeah, Smith, as I said, Smith singles can go for quite a lot of money. Next, here's another single by Public Image Limited. This is the song Public Image, and backed by the Cowboy Song. Again, just in a die-cut sleeve. The next one is another Smiths single. This one is Big Mouth Strikes Again. This is probably one of my favourite Smiths tracks. Again, I guess I paid a little bit for this, not as much as I have seen it for. I think I paid with delivery about, I think it was about $25 or something Australian, which is getting up there for a single, but again, it was one that I really had to have, so I got that. Next one is Hong Kong Garden by Susie and the Banshees. Is this I think this is a UK pressing. Hong Kong Garden, backed by the Voices. This one's just in the factory die cut Polydor matching sleeve, which is cool. Another Susie and the Banshee single, Peekaboo. This was one of their later singles from, I think, 1988. This is Peekaboo with False Face on the B-side. This is not one of my favourite Susie and the Banshee songs at all, but this one was cheap, and it's a song that gets requested at the events that I run. I co-run with my mate Joe, so I figured, well, it was cheap enough. At least if people request it, I have it on vinyl to play. Next is Echo and the Bunnymen, which is pretty cool. This one is The Subject, which is this one's also a UK pressing in a picture sleeve. Another Susie and the Banshees, which is Wheels on Fire, and this is a nice picture cover as well. Quite nice. And the last but not least, I got this one from a local seller, and with postage it was like $6 or something. And this is Cabaret Voltaire with I Want You. Cabaret Voltaire being quite, I guess you could call them a synth act, that their music kind of more sort of goes into early industrial kind of sounds. Very cool band. Their latest stuff is getting a little bit sort of more towards the pop spectrum of the 80s kind of music, but that one's pretty cool. And especially for so cheap, I can't really complain. So that's it for this video. Thank you for, as I said, to the people that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. And happy collecting, everyone, and thank you very much for watching.